So yesterday I actually made a video talking about how I agreed with Monique somewhat. She had the right to her opinion, and also I thought about the time that me and my sister, our flight got canceled in New Orleans, so we had to fly to Dallas to catch a flight back to Chicago. And I was just so happy that we had something decent to wear. We were in, regular clothes, and we weren't traveling in pajamas just thinking, oh, this was going to be a quick flight home. So I was happy about that. So I know from then on, I think I had to be ready. In my mind, I had to be ready for anything. So I didn't just go to the airport in pajamas like my first thought was. But it wasn't to impress anybody, or I'm not wearing clothes to make other people feel comfortable. It was mostly just, as far as traveling and making sure that I, look presentable for myself. So at first I did agree with her. And then it was like, it was a case of, come on now, auntie, read the room. Like, it's not that we disagreeing with you because you're totally wrong. We're disagreeing with you because, first of all, I feel like the format in which she did it. If you really want to get your point across and really make a difference in women's lives, why not open a mentoring program? And you can put your, thoughts and opinions and ideologies into this program. But I feel like to spew it out and say, I don't think y'all should be, Black women, it was directed to Black women. I don't think y'all should be wearing these pajamas and bonnets and stuff outside. It doesn't look well kept and all this other stuff. I feel like it gave another opportunity for non-people of color and even some Black men who enjoy putting Black women down, an opportunity and a topic of conversation to put us down some more. Like, after she made her first video, I agree with her, but then I knew that media would twist it and be like, y'all Black women need to stop doing that, and that can make us a target in the public already. Now, people can say it's not that deep, but trust me, it happened. So after that, I started to see more conversations on Facebook about guys like, yeah, y'all women shouldn't be wearing y'all bonnets. I've been told y'all that. And it's like, can we go back to the origin of the bonnet for me? Okay, so when I started getting my hair done, when I was, a young girl, my mom would always say, put your bonnet on so your hair wouldn't, any fabrics wouldn't cause friction, or it wouldn't mess up like a sleek style. I would use a silk scarf or something like that, but it had to be, that like silk satin material, right? And then when I got into the relaxers, you had to wrap your hair, you had to put your bonnet, silk scarf over it. Same thing with natural hair. Like, it just kept going. And it's a practice within the Black community. And I'm not saying that we should wear it out. Like, I don't want to spend too much time on that. What I do want to say is respect the fact that it's a practice within the Black community, especially women. We keep our hair, protected. That's what it's for, just to keep your hair protected. So when people try to equate it with, being unkept or whatever, you're just trying to preserve a hairstyle. Like, it's not, people's intentions are to go out looking messed up, but people have to go out for a number of reasons. And I don't judge, and I feel like other people shouldn't either. So, but I said all that to say, like, it's something that's within the Black community. So don't give other people an excuse to condemn it. You know what I mean? She could have started off the video saying, I understand why we're wearing the bonnets. I get it. Make sure you keep that connection, because when you just like condemn it, I just feel like that gives like racists and other people who already have a problem with everything, little thing we do, it gives them an avenue to disrespect us some more, on top of the already little microaggressions that we get every day. Story time. I remember I worked as a beauty advisor for a short period of time at this store, and I remember being harassed. I remember we had lockers in the back, and somebody put like some beauty products in a locker that was next to mine. So as soon as I saw that, I put those beauty products back just so they knew it wasn't me, because I just knew somebody was messing with me. Somebody sent their friends over to my beauty section and trashed it while I was on break. Everything, like everything. I was the only black girl there, and the one other black girl that was there, she was leaving as I was coming in, and she looked at me and she said, "Watch your back." And she stared at me for a good minute, and I was just like, me, I'm like, I know how to, code switch. I know what to do. And ultimately I did get fired for not being trained properly, or not doing things. Like, they always would push the threshold back every time I did something right, as far as like I got the sales were higher in my department and everything. Like, I did everything I was supposed to. They let me go, and they were like, you know what, some of the managers don't feel like you fit. And I just knew it was some racial bullcrap. And I fast forward, I emailed the CEO of this company at 1 o'clock in the morning, and they had somebody call, and I gave them everything. I told them everything, dirt on every single body in that place. Yes, I did. And they was like, "Did you want your job back?" I was like, "Nah, I'm straight. I'm good." And then the manager comes calling me like, "Oh, I thought, did you have any questions?" It's like, "No, F you." And after that incident, I got so many opportunities, and so I had so much fun after that. And it just goes to show, when people are nasty with you, that's their problem. It has nothing to do with you. But I just said all that to debunk the myth that if you dress up, if you show up, if you do all this stuff, that you won't face any microaggressions in the workplace, that it'll just be like, oh, you're standing in the way of your own success, or whatever Monique was trying to push. Listen, lady, no, black women go through stuff every day, every single day, and we put our best foot forward. We show up. You know what I'm saying? So a little thing like pajamas and bonnets isn't something that you need to bring up, because when you got people like Simone Biles, who's pretty much close to perfect. That woman is perfect, okay? And she did the Yurchenko double pike or something, and they gave her 6s because they felt like no other gymnast could reach that level of greatness, or it was too dangerous or whatever. That's not her problem. You know what I'm saying? And then also Naomi Osaka, I think that's her name. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but she's an introvert just like me, and she gets social anxiety, and she doesn't want to do interviews and stuff like that. They tried to charge her like $22,000 for a penalty or something, so she just backed out of it. And I'm so glad she did, because it sets the example that we don't have to be the strong black woman all the time. We can stand up for ourselves, and if we need, time for ourselves, that's what we need. If we need time for our families, take that time. We don't have to live up to anybody else's standards. And I think that's the only thing that we wish Monique would see, is that we're pushing to be unapologetically black. Alright, y'all, I said what I said. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Heal and Hydrate in the description box, you already know. And we at